I may not look expendable.
Hey buddy, Paul back here again from Ballistic Blood Bullets with a package from my very good friend Captain Chris of the Pork Chopper Express. Whoops, it's all in the reflexes.
It was the best of choppers. It was the worst of choppers.
Welcome back everybody, and a particular big hi and thank you to Chris Film Freak 87 for the very welcome package. Now, sent Chris a package his way about a week or so ago. Do stop by his channel and check that out. Won't tell you what it is, don't want to spoil the surprise of watching his great video. Here we can see, got a nice little title there again. Head of the Larry Cohen fan club. Now, I watched the stuff just the other evening. Chris very kindly sent that to me in a previous package. Got around to watching it fairly quickly for me, and it's a film that I have known about for a long time, but it's taken me about 3 decades to get around to actually watching, but thoroughly enjoyed it. Really was very good, very entertaining movie. Lots and lots of goodness from the 80s, made in 1985, and some great quirkiness about it, some black humour, and some great homages to films like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Definitely a film that I think that most people will enjoy, certainly those who enjoy the quirkiness, wry humour, and sci-fi and a little bit of horror. Anyway, without further ado, let's crack on into this package from Chris. And we have got a note here which we'll put to one side for just the moment, and let's have a little look inside. Now, Chris, I know there's one thing Chris is sending to me, but he sent me a surprise little extra as well. So let's just start off with the one that I asked Chris to do as part of our trade, and here it is. A film that will be, I'm sure, known to pretty much everybody, but it's The Purge, and it's got a very nice lenticular slipcover to it as well, probably not showing up as well as it should. Got that reflective line going across the casing there, but you might just be able to make out there is certainly movement on the slip there. Got the mask, and there's certainly some nice 3D depth to that as well. Now, I've not seen the film, really very much looking forward to doing so. On the blurb there, we've got 1 night a year, all crime is legal, from the producer of Insidious and Sinister. Very cool indeed. Very pleased to receive this one, Blu-ray edition, and with that nice slipcover as well. And looks like we've got some nice extra material on here as well. So really very pleased to have this one, and looking very much forward to checking that out. And this being Saturday may well be a very good time to sit down and watch this one. Now, The Purge, for those of you who aren't too sure about the film, made in 2013, so a movie from last year, directed by James DeMonaco. And this one stars Ethan Hawke, who seems to be very popular at the moment, making lots of films after a little bit of a hiatus. Lena Headey, who I'm sure you'll know from Game of Thrones, and also the rather excellent updating of the Judge Dredd movie, Dredd, from last year as well. Fantastic film that was. Now, The Purge is set in a near-future America, and the state penitentiaries have become overcrowded, and the government sanctions an annual day over a 12-hour period where all criminal activity is legalised. It's a time for the populace to vent their rage and penchant for acts of crime. Now, on this night, a family has to decide whether or not to let a stranger into their home, seeking shelter during the lockdown. And of course, events then spiral well and truly out of control. Excellent stuff. Good stuff. Looking forward to watching this one. And also, there's been recent news, and I think it's probably pretty much been shot already. There is a sequel coming out this year from the same director, DeMonaco, and I suspect he's back in crew as well. So, on the success of this one, let's hope for success for the sequel as well, with DeMonaco behind the camera once again. And this year's sequel is called The Purge Anarchy, and this time it stars or features in the movie a decent young couple who get caught up in the events as they are on their way home during the annual Purge event, and their car breaks down, so they're stuck out on the streets, and of course they have to survive as the Purge annual curfew begins. Interesting stuff. Really is going to be a Purge-orific sequel by the sound of it. All very good stuff. Thank you very much for this one, Chris. Looking forward to that. Now, bear with me. We have got to take a little break. And here is a quick message from our sponsor.
Now, where there would be nobody left to go to the chopper.
Okay, everybody, let's dive on in to the package again and see what else Chris has very kindly picked up for me. Okay, it's Scully. Now, I saw Chris mention this one in a video of his quite recently. I know nothing about this one at all. Clearly a football series, TV series, written by Alan Bleasdale, starring Andrew Schofield. We've got a 2-disc set, complete and uncut, or we always like to see that, and contains all 7 episodes. Now, there is a picture of Kenny Dalglish there as well, so clearly this would appear to be one of those shows that has real sporting heroes as well. So this will be quite an interesting drama, certainly something quite different and very interesting. Yeah, totally surprised by this one. Thank you, Chris. Very interesting stuff indeed. We've got an interview with Alan Bleasdale as well, and there's an extract from the South Bank show, which goes back to 1985. So again, this would appear to be one of those classic shows from the 80s. Chris being a big fan of 80s material, much like myself. From Granada Pictures, crikey, that is going back some. But I don't recall this one at all. Just reading the top bit there, it says, what links Scully, Dracula and Liverpool FC? Well, quite a lot in this Channel 4 drama, written by award-winning playwright Alan Bleasdale, boyish on the black stuff, of course. Originally broadcast in 1984. Francis Scully is a fantastic or fantasist tearaway Scouse teenager who wants to become a professional footballer, but his dysfunctional family and 80s Merseyside life bring him crashing back to reality. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, pleasantly thrown and surprised by that. That will be some interesting viewing. Thank you, Chris. Definitely something totally unexpected, and really appreciate you picking this one up. always up for checking out new stuff, and in fact in this case going back to older material, and it's one that Chris has recommended and clearly enjoys, so that's more than good enough for me. So I will definitely check this out at some stage. Brilliant. Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate that. And just as an extra thank you to you, as you can probably see in the background there, got some goodness, some VHS goodness, as a little tribute to you, Chris, my friend. 3, I think, of your favourite movies from the 80s into the 90s. We've got Whoopi Goldberg there in some VHS big box goodness. Fatal Beauty with Sam Elliott, he's one of my favourite actors as well. Of course, we've got Batman there, the original, with Jack Nicholson and Michael Keaton, and Leviathan, which is a very cool sci-fi underwater movie. I just want to take a closer, more in-depth look at Batman video here, VHS, because I know that Chris is a huge fan of this particular movie, and I did promise him when I had the opportunity that I would show this one off for him. Very happy to do so. Have a good look around this big box VHS from Warner Home Video, and it's got some goodness on the back as well. Some nice insert pictures there from the film itself, and this is a big fun movie. And again, check out Chris's channel, he talks about this when he's done a review on the film. Lots of goodness, great performance from Jack Nicholson as the Joker, and of course Michael Keaton as Batman, and really it is a fun movie. Kim Basinger there as Vicky Vale, and of course wonderful pop music soundtrack from the Purple Pain himself, the Prince of Pop, Prince himself. Good stuff. It is a big fun movie. So there we are, Chris, a little something for you there. Hope that you enjoy that. Really is a good fun film. I'm really pleased to have that big box VHS original from back in the rental days during the 80s. Now let's have a look at Chris's note that he's very kindly enclosed as well, and just have a look at this one. Hey Paul, hope you're good. Not too bad at all, thank you very much, Chris. Hope you're good, hope you're having a good weekend, and hope it all is well. And here is the Purge with a lovely lenticular slipcase. It's very cool, really liking that. Please let me know your thoughts on the movie. I shall indeed, and I will watch that pretty quickly actually, as would make a good discussion. Yes indeed, we always have good discussions, be it in the comments, in the replies, or the occasional phone call that we make to each other. Always really interesting, lots of fun speaking to Chris. Very knowledgeable, as I've said before, and if you haven't stopped by his channel, highly recommend you do so. I'll put the link below. But really nice guy as well, really down to earth, and knows his stuff, and you will be entertained, educated, and not spoken down to, because Chris is one of the guys, one of the good guys, likes sharing, and really is always very good fun spending time with him. Okay, the added extra is Scully. Not the X-Files Scully, I presume. That would be truly a mystery worth solving. A fantastic Walter Mitty style comedy. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. I did sort of kind of pick up on the sort of unusualness from just very quickly reading the back there. Cool. So Walter Mitty style comedy drama, scenes with a football twist. Got to be a score there then, hasn't it? Only one series, sadly, but a real gem. Okay, cool. I look forward to that. Thank you for your support recently. That's okay, not just recently, always, mate. I'm always there for you. You know that. And Captain Chris of HMS Chopper. Absolutely. Get to the chopper. Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate that. Really do appreciate the movies as well. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Let's just bring them both back in again. Just have a quick look at the two of them. So there we have Scully, TV series from the 80s, and The Purge, a real action drama, tinge of horror and home invasion. So really looking forward to that. Just reminds me to say thank you so very much, Chris. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you for going out your way to pick up The Purge particularly, and for your kind thoughtfulness on thanking me for Scully. I think that definitely we've got a very, very much similar style of appreciation for movies and TVs, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy that one. Looking forward to it. So thank you so very much, and thank you to everybody as always for watching. Let me know your thoughts on anything that we've touched upon in the video, and always look forward to hearing from you. Please do leave your comments below. Okay, that's all from me. Until next time, and another future trade with Captain Chris. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Really do, as always, really do appreciate it. Thanks so much indeed. Take care, everybody. See you all soon. Bye for now.
Shitload of good a chopper's gonna do us in here anyhow.